Hello and welcome to another Better Worse in my channel. Today we're going to look at the Hungover games versus the Starving games. Oh dear God, what have I done? Basically two spoof movies of the Hunger Games movies and a lot more popular movies basically. Yes indeed. But actually they are actually kind of funny sometimes. Topic number one are going to be storyline basically, and the storylines are basically the same with some difference. The Starving games is basically they're actually following the original movie or book kinda strongly when it comes to actually they are showing off the District 12, they are actually starving and everything, blah blah blah, joking about food all the time. Then they get picked to be in the contest, and yeah, ridiculous things happened. They show basically the other contestants that can be anyway. But in the Hungover games they have a bit of a twist to it. It is basically the main story is basically from the Hangover movies, but mixed with the Hunger Games movies. So they are basically combine these two. So you have the gang that is basically being the Hangover guys, and then you have the Hunger Games characters basically, and it is a lot of popular characters and franchises in this. Yeah, basically. But when it comes to the one that actually had the better storyline, in my opinion, and the one that actually stands out a little bit more is actually the Hungover games. Topic number 2 are going to be the comedic side of the movies. Basically, how fun the movies are, or was basically. Both movies have its moments. The other one have a little bit more movie moments when it comes to actually being funny, because it stood out as being totally random sometimes and just sometimes totally ridiculous. But the other one also have its moments, even if it try to really much more harder to be funny. The other one actually win this one, which is actually the Starving games. The main reason also is that they have more better actors in this one that actually is, you know, a lot more, and seeing them actually making fun of this, making a funny side of these characters is actually more fun than the Hungover games. So, yeah. Topic number 3 are going to be effects and environments. The other one, the Hungover games, basically feels a little bit more like a theatrically released movie, because the environments, they actually show this training, they actually have the parties, everything feels more high budget in that movie. Everything feels more they actually tried a little bit harder when it comes to actually, well, giving you an interesting world to look at. So the Hungover games is actually a little bit better looking. The Starving games it actually feels like a budget movie sometimes. Of course they have the sci-fi thing, they have this arena, they have computer animated CGI things, but overall the one that actually have the better effects, the better environments, in my opinion, is actually the Hungover games. That is basically because it actually feels more like a theatrically released movie, even if it is what I think was a direct-to-DVD release. It actually feels more like a theatrically released movie. And the Starving games doesn't feel like a theatrically released movie. It actually feels like a direct-to-DVD movie. Straight out. Yeah. And topic number 4 are going to be characters. The big difference between these two movies is that Katniss in the Starving games actually survives. Katniss in the Hungover games dies. That is big difference. Yes, the other big difference is that you have the Hangover guys in the Hungover games, basically. That is the main characters. But you also have Katniss, that is basically this cool girl that actually knows a lot. In the story games, you have, of course, the girl that is playing Katniss. Of course, they have different names. I can't remember them because they were ridiculous and weird. Yeah, indeed. But when it comes to actually having the better characters, in my opinion, and the characters actually plays the roles a lot better, in my opinion, is the Hungover games. The characters feels a lot more full-fledged because they actually have a lot more fun, in my opinion. In the zombie game, sometimes it actually feels a lot like they try too hard. So, yeah. And the ultimate winner, in my opinion, are actually the Hungover games. Even if it wasn't the funnier movie of these two, you actually have more, in my opinion, better production value. You have better acting and characters, and also a better storyline when it comes straight to it, basically. If I remember correctly, maybe not. Otherwise, I will change that. I changed my mind if I. Yeah. Anyway, that's all for that, folks. Till next time. Parody movies. Watch them if you want to.